Hello, worldo. I am Wolfstar Games. Welcome back to more of Robotics Notes DaSH. Last time, while still at Space Candy, Daru agreed to help out with the festival, and that's pretty much the gist of what happened last time. So, I guess we'll just get right to it here.
以上が僕たちが担当しているイベントになります。
Just for the record, I just am in a silly mood. So, the things I will do or say while out peeing. We returned to the festival grounds, and after receiving a quick briefing from Subaru-kun, I finally have a grasp of the big picture and what needs to be done. Like I heard earlier, the first half of the festival that starts tonight is the gun phase. And after about a week, the robot phase will go into full throttle. So, gun phase for a week and then a robot phase for a week. What? How about instead of having a full week of one and then the other, why don't they do it like every other day instead? That way it balances out, instead of having it go all 1 week for the gun phase and then the robot phase being for the next week. Alright, I don't know, but that's how I would do it. The members of the robot club all have assigned roles during the robot phase. Like, sometimes I forget to read in my Daru voice, so maybe I should just read it in my regular voice. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Should I keep doing my Daru voice or not?
基本的には現部員である僕とフルゴーリー、そしてスペースアメ社の社員である大徳先輩が中心となって動きます。
Okay, mainly around them. Okay. What about everyone else? Well, Frau, we need every little bit of help we can get.
これは部長命令だ。
だがこと。
不可だ。
ミスコンなんて無理ぽ。
OP. OP means overpowered. Use when you realize there's nothing you can do to overcome the situation. She finds pageants to be overpowered. Alright, I can understand where she's coming from. I mean, she is the shut-in of the group, after all.
ダメ、絶対。メガネが出ればいい。
I bet some people would like that.
僕が出られるわけないだろう。それに言っておくが、僕だって不本意ではあるんだからな。
They both don't want to do it, but they have to. From what I heard, the Robot Club is running the following events. First, Battle Robots. Battle Robots, alright. As the name suggests, it's a competition where they pit hobby robots against each other to see which one is the strongest. So is Tanagashi Machine 3 gonna make an appearance then? And for that matter, I wonder if Subaru's M45 will as well. Hobby Robot. 30-centimeter robots released in the 2000s. Mainly refers to robots that walk with 2 feet and are able to be remotely operated. In the latter half of the 2010s, that would be an omitto. In the latter half, not in the later half. It became extremely popular due to the DIY models being released for cheap. At the same time, PCs became widely spread, which allowed for robots to be easily programmed. Which is where Frau would come in. This is one of the main attractions of the festival, so Juntan from Space Candy is handling this one. Next, Frau Tan, but the right inflection on it, who's been complaining this entire time, seems to be responsible for the Yomejo contest. It's basically a beauty pageant. Basically, okay? Yomejo. FYI, apparently Yomejo is Tanegashima dialect for young and pretty girlies. Well, Daru would be all for that, right? Even though he'd be ogling like teenage girls, I'm assuming. And he's 29. Though that wouldn't stop him, really. Finally, Subaru-kun is heading up the robot lecture. Of course, that's very fitting. A robotics workshop that teaches kids about robots. There are other small side events, like the Guts Contest, Local Food Contest, and Persistence Contest, but the above-mentioned ones are the main 3. The Robotic Club members are involved in setting up each of them. Oh crud. It's like seriously, with some of the choices that the localization team makes in making it available for us Westerners. just seeing the very American, not to mention old American term like crud in a Japanese game just makes me laugh. Really.
Eh? 本当だ。もうこんな時間。すみませんが、僕たちはこの後も打ち合わせがあるので、これで。
Another meeting? Okay, where's this other meeting?
ヤシオ先輩と橋田さんも今日のところはお疲れでしょうし。
I don't know, are they?
でも花火大会にはぜひ来てください。結構本格的なので。
I bet it will be. It's like fireworks are always fun to watch.
では私もこれで。
First time we've ever seen a character actually like turn their back to us. Huh. Well, see ya, Frau, if you are leaving. It's so interesting that they're carrying their phones in like a pouch, well, with Frau anyway, hanging off their back.
Frugori は一緒に来るんだ。
私だって疲れて死にそう。
Why are you exhausted, Frau?
いいから来い。
人さらい、助けて、侵される。
Oh my god. She's being a bit melodramatic. Then again, that's all par for the course with Frau.
人聞きの悪いことを大声で言うな。
The active robot club members make their exit, leaving behind only Furugori's disturbing words. They're not exactly disturbing. I mean, she's putting on an act. Hi, Heidi. The only ones left are...
そういや、アキタンやアイリタンは行かないん？
私は中種のロボ部員ではないので。
I mean, while she may not be an official member, I mean, she could be an unofficial member.
あ、まだ中学生だっけ？
ええ、まあ。
Was I not supposed to go there? Is there something else going on?
じゃあアキタンは？
She was all fired up earlier, so I assume she was heavily involved. But from what I heard earlier, that doesn't seem to be the case.
うちはバイトがあるから。
バイト？
It's like, where is she working?
この春から島に新しくオープンした郷土料理のお店で手伝ってるんですよ。
Oh, at a restaurant. Working as a waitress?
そういえば、あきほちゃんの働いているお店もフードコートに出店しているんですよね。
Oh.
せっかくのロボットのお祭りだよ。うちだってもっとみんなと一緒に動きたいよ。
It's like she wants to help so badly, but she has to work. Aw.
でもさ、お祭りで忙しいさなかに休むわけにもいかないし。
I can completely understand that. True that, yes.
学生の頃なら勉強なんかそっちのけで何だってできたのにさ。
But now that you have a job, you have priorities. Not sure if I commend that. Why? Well, it's not like I have any right to judge someone's school life. Yeah.
そっか、アキちゃんも成長したんだ。
So have you, Kaito.
もう、カイ、何さそれ。
Is she gonna ruffle his hair? Then again, he's wearing a hat, so would she be able to? I mean, she would have to take his hat off, I guess.
だって本当は変に出しゃばったりせずにある程度は後輩たちに任せようって思ってるわけでしょ。
それは
前だったら脇目も振らずに首突っ込んでたけどね。
ひょっとしてバカにしてる？
It's like Maybe. Right, Kaito?
褒めてるんだって。
Oh. Never mind.
そうだったらいいんだけどさ。どうかしました？
よ、なんでも。
Are these two dating? I mean, they are kind of talking a little bit like a boyfriend and girlfriend. So it's like, are they?
ごめんなさい、橋田さん。
I mean, it has been like 6 months since like the last game, so within that 6-month period, it's like we don't know exactly what went on between the end of last game into this game. So maybe they are dating.
何が？
せっかく遊びにいらしたのに、お手伝いしてもらうことになっちゃって。
まあいいんじゃね。たまには若い子たちと触れ合わんと気持ちまで年取っちゃうからさ。
It's like speaking as someone who's almost pushing 40. Jeez. I'm gonna be turning 39 next month. So, yeah. Speaking as someone who is kind of old and crusty himself, I'm personally young at heart. I try to be anyway. You know the very beginning of like the Wizard of Oz? That what do I want to call it? That kind of that introduction about being young at heart that the movie is for the young of heart. I have always kept that in mind as I've grown up. It's like being young at heart. And you know, like the younger generation, and especially like little kids, I'd say it helps with keeping your mind young. And you know, for me personally, you know, like I've mentioned, I'm an uncle. I have 2 nephews and 1 niece, and I love them dearly. And my younger nephew and niece are twins, and you know, they're the younger ones. I mean, I'm trying to remember when they were born. I think they're like 4 or 5, I think. For the life of me, I cannot remember when they were born, you know, what year. The younger ones definitely help keep me stay young at heart. Even when they grow up, I'll always see them as I'll always see them as kids, because I am old and crusty. But anyway, plus getting to know the locals should prove helpful with my mission. Are we going to learn what that mission is? Even better if I get to know the people that were involved in the incident.
つうわけで、ヤシオキュン、これから頼むよ。
俺ですか？
Yeah, you.
だって僕この島のことまだあんまり分かってないしさ。
I mean, this is his first time here.
それにどうせヤシオキュンも手伝うなら2人で協力した方が早いっしょ。
Yeah.
そうですね。カイトくん、私からもお願いします。
It's like that sounds like an order. It's like, I want you to look after Hashida-san. Come on.
まあ別にいいですけど。
He doesn't mind. Well,
そんじゃ僕は花火大会までアメ社長が用意してくれるって宿でゆっくりするとしようかな。手伝いは明日からってことで。
じゃあ私送ります。カイトくんたちも花火大会には行くんですよね。
まあそのつもりです。
それじゃあまた後で会いましょう。
Things didn't turn out exactly as planned, but I guess that's okay. And hey, I'm certainly not going to be bored anytime soon.
変わった人だよね。
Am I at Kaito's perspective now? I must be. We're seeing the characters' backs a lot more in this game already than last game, I feel. Airi, Akiho, and I are left behind at the festival venue after Nae-san takes Hashida-san to his room.
ナエさんの知り合いって言ってたけど、どういう人なんだろう。
Well, you will find out. They're going to be in for a surprise with what kind of person Daru is. Especially since he's so much like Frau.
さあ、でも沢田さんまでがああ言うんだから、それなりに頼れる人なんじゃない？
He is reliable, yes. I mean, I've played so much of the Steins Gate games, you know, all the different ones, and you know, while Daru is a lot like Frau, he is very reliable and a really good guy. He's friends with that Nae-san, after all. With that Nae-san? There's a lot we don't know about him, but...
はあ、でもやっぱりうちもいろいろやりたかったな。
Like what?
祭りのこと？
うん。
その分お客として参加すればいいじゃない。
お客さんとしてか。まあそれくらいならできるかな。
She says that now, but I bet she'll get anxious at some point and start sticking her nose into everything.
あのさ、カイ。
Yes? Akiho says while lowering the bottle of skull she had lifted up to her mouth. Akiho loves her skull. Skull, a yogurt-flavored carbonated drink sold by Minami Nihon Rakuno Kyodo Company Limited. That's a long name. Located in Miyakono-jo, Miyagi. Miyagi? That just makes me think of Mr. Miyagi from The Karate Kid. The name comes from the word skål, which is cheers in Danish, and not from squall, meaning sudden rain and storm that occurs in rainforests. Squall. That makes me wonder then, with like Final Fantasy, you know, I've not played it, but Final Fantasy VIII, Squall Lionheart, or Leonheart, is Squall's his name supposed to mean that as well? I wonder. Also, I did not know that Skål means cheers in Danish. Then again, I don't know any Danish. But now I know at least one word in Danish. Skål! Clink! Actually, Skål!
ん？
おかえり。
うん。ただいま。
Yes.
元気だった？
With the way that they have been talking, I am serious. I really have serious boyfriend-girlfriend vibes from them.
まあね。アキちゃんは？
うちは元気だよ。
そっか。バイトはもう慣れた？
最初はいろいろ失敗なんかもしたけど、今はかなり。
Thanks. Small talk. It's like you gotta start somewhere when you come back home after being gone for so long. After graduating high school, Akiho ended up working part-time at a local cuisine restaurant that opened here in Nishino-Omote instead of going on to college. I mean, college is not for everyone. I mean, while I went to college, I did not finish college. I did not graduate. They're open for both lunch and dinner. It's popular among the locals and tourists, so apparently it gets pretty busy.
カイの方は予備校どう？友達できた？
まあそれなりにね。って言ってもみんな勉強しに来てるわけだから一緒に遊んだりはしないけど。
そうなんだ。あ、でもまさか。
Akiho cuts herself off and zips her mouth shut as if she's changed her mind.
何？
なんでもない。なんかカイ変わったよね。
I mean, he has changed. It's like I was getting that in the first episode and last episode as well. And I'm also starting to see that Akiho has changed a little bit too.
そう？特に変わってないと思うけど。
You've changed enough, Kaito.
なんていうか大人っぽくなった。
Is that so? Yes, that is so. It's true that I live alone now and have to take care of everything on my own, but I don't think that alone makes me more mature. At least, it doesn't feel like it does. I mean, while I live on my own, you know, when I'm not working, you know, I'm, for one, you know, doing this, you know, let's playing, and I immerse myself in other entertainment as well. It's like not just video games. You know, there's my movies. I have a very big movie collection, and I also love to read. So I'm just all about entertainment. Yeah. Video games, books, movies, television shows. It's like it's been that way for me ever since I was a kid. Plus, from my point of view, Akiho's changed too. Heck, even the stuff with the festival. I wasn't joking earlier. Akiho would have ditched work to try and involve herself in the festival prep. 6 months. Half a year. Just 6 months. We've only been away from each other for that long, yet we're both slowly changing, maturing. Ever since we could walk, we did everything together. It's like they've always been by each other's side. And now it's different. But that doesn't mean that they're drifting apart. They're just kind of, I wouldn't exactly say separating, but they're just going in different directions. At least that's how I'm looking at it. It's like they're just, their interests aren't the same. I mean, Akiho has, her massive interest in robots, even though she's also working at a restaurant, and Kaito's now studying to be an astronaut, of all things. So, even though that they are, slightly following different paths, they can always come together every now and then and spend time with each other. I mean, my best friend and I do that. I mean, we would spend so much time together when we were in high school, hang out and all. But once we really became adults and started, living our own lives, we don't hang out as much anymore. But we do make sure to get together every now and then. That way we can still be part of each other's lives. So it's like, and that's something that Akiho and Kaito can do themselves. It was weirder for us to not see each other. I can imagine how that feels. I mean, this is just gonna make me keep thinking about me and my best friend. That incident triggered a shift in our relationship as childhood friends. But now, I don't even know if that shift was a good one or not. I mean, it's just slightly changing right now. And that's not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing. And even though that Kaito's and Akiho's relationship is shifting, they'll always be part of each other's life, no matter what. I mean, they've known each other for so long. I mean, I can't imagine not being part of my best friend's life in any way, even if I were to move out of state. Heck, I don't really know what our relationship is at this point. I mean, I can see why he's thinking this. I mean, he's still trying to figure out everything in their relationship, especially now that he is going to school, you know, somewhere else. He is going to school in Tokyo, right? That day. I remember this, Tsuji, yes. The day they kissed. That moment, I unmistakably felt the warmth of Akiho's lips. That much was undoubtedly real. Yes, very much so. But did our relationship develop into something more than childhood friends after that? I wouldn't say so. Why does he say that? I mean, it was such a big, poignant moment for the two of them. I'm surprised that he says that. After that battle, our lives completely changed into something more extraordinary. What exactly happened? How did it all go down? So many people visited and asked all kinds of questions. The Central T Robot Club got all kinds of attention for a time. It was utter chaos. And in the midst of all that chaos, our relationship, which may have otherwise gone somewhere, was left hanging in the air. I mean, while that moment is a memorable moment, I don't feel like it was just left hanging in the air, as he puts it. I mean, before he left for school, their relationship deepened after that, right? I mean, that's what I want to think anyway, you know, that they became boyfriend and girlfriend. And it's like, you could say that their relationship leveled up, to put it in, you know, Kaito's terms, especially from last game, you know, with them being all about video games. In fact, we were both awkwardly self-conscious about it. I mean, seeing that they're childhood friends, I can see how they would feel about it afterwards. Yeah. And after graduation, I left the island with a new goal in mind. And because of that, even after reuniting 5 months later like this, the awkwardness between us still hasn't gone away. Is that really also bad, Kaito? That there's still some awkwardness? It just shows me that they really do care about each other. Regardless of the fact that their relationship started out as childhood friends. In fact, I feel like things have gotten worse. Really? I'm sure Akiho feels the same way. Don't assume that, Kaito. You don't know how she is actually feeling or thinking. I mean, no one can read each other's minds. It's like, there's no possible way he could know how she feels or how she thinks. Not truly. Heidi? What's wrong? You look so sad.
私がいることも忘れないでほしいです。
Oh, it's like, I haven't forgotten that you're here, Heidi. Oh.
私だってお兄ちゃんが帰ってくるのずっと待ってたんですよ。
Oh. It's like, I like this new pose of hers. It's like her doing this. It's like, it's kind of like what I do with my hands. You know, this, every now and then, I do that with my hands.
あ、ごめんごめん。愛梨ちゃんも元気そうでよかったよ。
Yukifune Airi, the girl that was in cold sleep because of an illness. But now she's all better. Cold sleep. To freeze a human body and keep it at low temperature, decreasing its cell activity. Very straightforward. After undergoing a series of extensive examinations, doctors found that she didn't have any severe symptoms. Since she has no family, she's been staying at my house. Oh! I had actually been wondering that. It's like, of where Heidi has been staying. It's like, at his house, really? So, what, did his parents, like, adopt her, or what? Or are they just kind of like being foster parents to her?
おかげさまで、おじさんやおばさんもお兄ちゃんが帰ってくるのを待ってますよ。
And she even refers to Kaito's parents as auntie and uncle. That's really cute. just as cute as her calling Kaito a big brother or Oni-chan. Heidi says that she takes my hand and starts walking rather naturally. Aww. What? Like, Akiho? What is it? It's like you ran right in front of me so suddenly.
なんでもないよ、なんでも。
Akiho? You okay? It's like, Heidi's confused.
あ、アキちゃんはどうするの？帰る？
うちはバイトに戻らなきゃいけないから、実はわがまま言って抜けさせてもらったんだよね。
Oh. Okay. Well, so she's just taking a long break from work.
ああ、そっか。でも花火大会には行くんでしょ？
もちろん。
Well, if she has to get back to work though, why did she come back?
じゃあ花火大会でまた。
そういえば花火用にっておばさんが浴衣を用意してくれたんですよ。
She did now, huh?
へえ。
私浴衣って初めてだから楽しみです。お兄ちゃんも見たいですか？
Sure. I would love to see you in a yukata.
もちろん。
This is still so awkward. When it really doesn't have to be.
それでは 先に帰ってますね。
Okay, Heidi.
それじゃあ後で。
Like what's Kaito gonna do? He's not gonna go home with Heidi and see his parents. He just got home. I part ways with Heidi at the bus stop and get on alone. Where's he going? Heidi has been driving a scooter since this spring. Oh. Wait a minute. Don't you have to be a certain age to be able to drive a scooter in Japan? It's like what's the driving age in Japan? I don't really know. Her physical age may still be young, but on paper she's a bona fide adult, so there's no problem there. True, but still, it's like her physical age kind of hinders her, I would think. She used to get pulled over all the time by cops in the beginning. I bet. But now that she's become a familiar face around town, she says it doesn't happen anymore. Oh, huh. So is she just known as the adult who looks 14? But even then, it still felt unsettling watching her get on her scooter earlier. Why? I get off at my stop and head to a particular location before making my way home. Oh, it's school. It's Central T. Yep. Okay. Second campus tour. Visitor reception. Central T. Oh, whoops. There we go. Central Tanegashima High School. Nova Nakatanecho Kumege-gun, Kagoshima. Phone number. Kagoshima.pi.japan. I wonder if anything. I wonder if that's an actual. I wonder if that's an actual URL. I assume not, though. First campus tour. Student entrance. Open 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Just those three. I remember from last game there was a there was a Kimijima report in the at the top of the, I think it was the middle one. Is there anything else zoomed in here? I don't think so. Yeah, nothing else. Check Tweepo real quick here, since I'm from Kaito's point of view now. I get to leave work early tomorrow! Yay! Well, that's good. Gonna be tomorrow already. Oh, Juna. Feels like it's been a while since we all gathered up. It was the norm when we were going to school. Is this part of growing up? There's a lot of things that's part of growing up. That's just one of them. I mean, I'm not much of an adult. I'm just excited for tomorrow. Aidi Gezi Aidi. A little different from last game. Last game it was Gezi's sister? I believe that's right. Gezi's sister. Prep work tomorrow. So many dishes. I wonder if he'll get to eat anything. Subaru. Oh, his profile picture's different. Then again, so is Juna's and Akiho's. I want to know what Juna's profile picture says. It's like I wish I could read Japanese. I can't even make out what items is supposed to be. Subaru's. Wait. Yeah, that Subaru M45. That's a picture of M45. Okay. I'm trying to remember my Subaru voice. Tomorrow's already here. Been losing track of what day it is since it's been so busy lately. Yeah, I kind of gave him kind of a stuffy, kind of stuck up voice because that's how he came across early on in the first game. I mean, it's for the club, so gonna have that person help out too. Won't take no for an answer. Frau. Senpai, for eyes rendezvous. Can't miss it. Nae. Sister Brown. Surprised by the sudden message. Look forward to it. It's been a while. It's like, I don't have too many female voices. It's like, as I'm a guy. Hayabusa 2 will return at the end of the year too. So many events this year. Alright, nothing in the other tabs? Oh! Yashio Fumiko. That has to be Kaito's mom. I don't even have a voice for her. The day is finally here. I'll have a lot of good food ready, so hurry up and come home. Try and give it like a motherly kind of voice. I know breaks are needed, but just cause it's a break, don't go playing around. Adults must act in moderation. And he's like, yes, Mom. And Yashio Shigami, his dad. Let's see. There's so much more you should experience. Adventure of the summer is the privilege of youth, my darling wife. Adventure of the summer, you say? Of course. I only have you in my mind since I met you. Of course. It's like they sound like a very loving couple. and actually, I guess these... No, wait. Yeah, that is to Kaito, not to his dad. It's like I had to double check that. Oh, really? It's like, are we gonna get some tonight? Yes, I went there. That still makes me laugh. What you thinking, Kaito? Central Tanegashima High. This is the school we attended until this spring. I call out to a passing janitor, and fortunately, they remember my face and let me in. This is kind of nostalgic. As I remember from last game, there was a geotag here. Yep, to all students. Do not run in the hallways. Yes, sir, or ma'am. If I had to guess, that would come from the vice principal, Asui. I was trying to remember her name, Asui. Since it's summer break, I don't see anyone I know. Like everything's the same. Well, I guess it's only been half a year, so no surprise there. Yeah. It's like, wait until you're like 5 or 10 years older. Then come back. But what? Still feels awfully nostalgic. It's like, called it! Our club's funding got frozen once I entered my 3rd year here. That's when we decided to enter the hobby robot competition in Tokyo in order to raise funds. The beginning of everything. Yes. Flashback? Yep.
もうカイ、またゲームして遊んでる。言っとくけど、ロボ部は総部依頼のピンチなんだから、カイも少しは協力してくれないと。
協力してもいいけど、キルバラで俺に勝ったらね。
もう、そんなの無理に決まってるじゃん。
And then we eventually recruited Juna, then Subaru, then Frau, and then we encountered Airi.
いいですか部長。ロボットに顔は必要ありません。ナンセンスです。
Oh boy. This is all just reminiscing of the last game. I mean, it's only been 6 months, but all the same, Kaito can't help it, right?
What are you saying? 飾りなのは足だけで、顔は必要でしょ?
どうせならメイドロボ作るべき。
A maid robot. It's like Juna just laughs.
なんですか、大徳先輩。
ただ、みんなロボットさんのこと大好きなんだなって。
I mean, Akiho definitely is. Frau, not exactly. And Subaru, to a certain extent. I mean, he's been wanting to be an engineer.
ほんと、懐かしいね。
それにしても、日高くんすごいよね。こんなに暑いのに平気な顔してる。
夏は暑いものと決まってますから。そうと分かっていれば特別なことはないはずです。
と言いながらも、空手先輩の汗をペロペロしたいメガネであった。
Oh, okay, Frau.
変なナレーションを入れるな、フルゴーリー。
濡れた制服っていいよね。
Sure. Sure, Frau. Sure.
僕に同意を求めるな。
日高くん。
違います。冤罪だ。
It's like, don't get me wrong, I'm no criminal. It's like, foot, meat, mouth. How I've missed that laugh. Yeah, talk about old times. Yeah, like, are you owing the place? Anything? Nothing? Really? All looks the same. I thought for sure there would be a geotag in here. You know, like for the Tanagashi machine right there. Festival Hope.
なんか今年のお祭りすごくない？
Well, if we're gonna start getting into the Gun and Robot Festival, I guess I'll stop it here for the time being. That way we can focus on the festival next time. So, I guess with that, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.